In this video I'll show some of the advanced features of DigiMap for compressors, for centrifugal compressor performance. So the intent of this program was to take some image of a compressor performance map, this is a head and flow map, and turn it into a flat file that I could import into my performance software and use it to predict the performance of a machine. So in my earlier tutorial I showed how I was digitizing this very crude performance map for a turbo expander compressor, and it's got some funny kinks in it that I've had to smooth out. So if I show all the curves, those are all the speed curves I've created. And I could dump this to a text file and have speed curves in the head and flow. But I'm going to use some of the advanced features to help fully define a performance map for this wheel. So the first thing I'm going to go is, I've shown all the curves. So I'm going to create a surge curve. And what this is going to do is look for the leftmost point of each of the speed curves and create a new curve through those points. Surge curve is red, so it created this new curve, curve 6, and it looks like it falls right on top of the surge curve that's predicted, so I don't have to do anything to it, it's done. So I've taken care of the surge curve. Now I would like to have the efficiency lines in this. And in my previous tutorial I digitized all the efficiency curves so I can import that DigiMap file, and when I do that it'll populate this value column over here that we ignored so far, and it'll basically interpolate the efficiency curves and define an efficiency at each of these speed points. So let's do that. So I will import, it says Elliott. Elliott presents their data as efficiency versus speed, but also so does this vendor. So I click this, and it allows me to select a file, and I've called it ADA for efficiency. And it's done. So now I have values in each of these points. So if I pick curve 2, curve 3, you can see I have efficiency points for all these entries, all these crosshairs. So that's great, but I still don't have efficiency curves. I still just have all these curves that I've created so far, but now with efficiency points. So how do I create the efficiency curves? Well, next step, create ADA curves. So when I do this, it's going to try to step through the data from the lowest limit of efficiency that it defines to the highest, and step through it in increments of 1% efficiency. And to do this, it's best to have your efficiencies expressed as a ratio, not a percentage. So it'll step through and at 1% increments create new curves, and this can get a bit messy, as you'll see. So it's done it, and these are all 1% increment efficiencies, and it had some mix-ups on some of the data. So we're going to have to go through and clean that up. So let's go to the very last curve and just decide which curves we like, which ones we don't need to keep, and so on. With 1% increments, we can probably get rid of quite a few. Let's turn off all curves and just pick this one. So there's an 83% efficiency, and here is also an 83% efficiency. So yeah, curve 41 doesn't look so great, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And likewise curve 39 is somewhat of a mess. So 38 and 39, those look decent. 37, maybe we should start planning on what efficiency increments to keep. How about, since I had 83s, let's get rid of all the odd or the even numbered efficiencies. So I'll keep that one. Delete this one since it's even. That looks good. Delete this one. Delete this one. And as you move further to the right on these maps, the jumps between efficiency curves can get larger and larger. So let's go to all curves and see what we've got now. So we need to thin this down quite a bit, and more than just deleting even ones as we get further and further out in flow. So at some point we'll start jumping a little bit more than just by twos, And this seems like a good place to start. I'm going to remove this one, keep that one, and let's just get rid of everything all the way down to 70. Okay, and maybe my next step I should plan on 66. Now we're thinning things down a bit, and on this one let's go down to, how about 60? Let's see how far. Well, yeah, good enough guess. I'm sure I'll have data at least down to 60. And how far does this go? Oh boy, all the way down to 50. Okay, so that ought to do the trick. Yes, that looks alright. So I have this curve here, let's see, at 83% efficiency, and then the next curve is down at 81, 79. That's a little odd that it doesn't have an island of high efficiency in the middle of the map. Basically it's showing higher efficiency the closer you get to surge. Really odd for a centrifugal compressor, but this is a custom designed wheels, and I'm not sure I fully trust their efficiency predictions. But anyway, we went through the exercise of creating a surge line, importing the surge values for or the efficiency values for a map from another DigiMap project file, and then created the efficiency curves and pruned out all the ones that didn't look so hot.